So, my name is Njara Rasulu. I'm a dancer, choreographer, event producer from Madagascar, living in Helsinki. Now for the past, let's say, 3 years. I was here before, but just for a couple of months, and then I moved back to Tanzania. And then I'm here now in Helsinki doing what I love the most for living, dancing. Dancing, for me, it has been, let's say, everything to me. Why? I've been always dancing since I was 10, let's say 10, 12. But then with time, my parents realized that the more I danced, the worse I was at school. So my parents decided not to let me dance anymore, which I still did. So I was still dancing behind their back. Somehow my father knew that I was still dancing. He didn't agree, so it has been always very hard between me and him, me and them. So, sometimes I go to practice and then I come back from practice, I get a little beaten, pa, pa, pa. And then I keep dancing because I felt like I could just not stop dance because I need to learn math or physics, But then when I got my high school diploma, when I was 18, my parents couldn't believe I got it in the first exam. And from there, they let me be and do what I want to do. So I kept dancing, and this is what dance is about. So it has been a struggle for me to be able to dance, but now it's everything in my life, and I want to share the same thing to people around me. Yeah, when I was young, I've been dreaming about maybe one day I'll be a dancer, I'll live in a nice country, and I'm in Finland. How cool is that? When it comes to what dance contributes to those people in their life, I would say in their everyday life, because that's the most real, dance is the most real source of joy for them to face everyday life, which is poverty. When you dance, you forget about all of that. You forget about your problems, that tomorrow you might not have food, or like how you're gonna feed your kids tomorrow, because today it's the wedding of this guy. They're playing really good music, so let's dance until the party is over. And in our city, it was a must to have a dance group. It's like you don't belong to any community if you don't have a dance group. So when I was very young, I saw the older guys battling in the streets, acrobatics, breakdance, everything that they could see on TV, they could learn and just battle with it. So I was young, I saw it, then I started to grow, then we decided to have our own group. So at the same time, there is like a lot of African dances, a lot of street dances. So I started with African dance because that we anyway do at home as a traditional dance. So I started with that, and then slowly I discovered that I could do some break dance as well. So then I learned more. I was mostly in break dancing, and then it continues. I learned more hip hop and locking and popping with time. So yeah, at home it was a lifestyle, it was a must. You didn't belong to anything if you were not a dancer or belong to a dance group or not participate in a dance events. So in 2001, our French producer saw our piece, and then he decided to invite us to his festival in France, in Limoges. Then when we were in Limoges in 2001, another producer from Paris saw us there and decided to invite us to this big street dance events in Paris called Festival de la Villette. It's one of the best street dance festival at that time, and I think still now they brought it back. So from there we were touring about 5-6 years Europe. So we did most like France, all part of France, from the south to the north, east. We were in Spain, Germany, Italy, Tunisia. Then I got work in Tanzania as a cultural manager for art center. So at the same time, I did a dance project to help the street dancers there, because they are really from the street, like raw street. Like some of them have a banana to eat in one day, or some cassava or something. But I had some salary, so I could help them a bit, like, okay guys, we go practice and then let's buy food and then we eat. Then that group was called Contagious. That was back 2008. Then in 2011, the same group was selected to represent Tanzania at the Street Dance Africa Championship. It was held in Ghana by then. So the organizer was selecting dance groups from all over Africa. At the end, they choose one per country. So we were the chosen from Tanzania after winning the national competition. Then we represented the country and we won the 4th place among about 3,000 crew all over Africa. After that, I moved back to Finland. Here I am. The role model is a bit tricky in some sense, but I just want to be one person that I could listen to and follow if they want. Because in my life, I've taken so much risk, sacrificed a lot, and then just follow my instinct and my passion, which made everything I did so far successful. So far, it's not like, yeah, successful, but it's kind of doing good. So the word role model is a bit tricky in a sense that I feel like role model, you know. I just see itself like, hey guys, this is one option. This is what I did. You wanna try? Feel free to try. If you feel like, oh, it's hard, let's talk about it, I'm an option, let's talk, because if I did it, why can't you do it? What can I say? Yeah, I think it's the classical thing, but you just need to put it in practice, This is you, that's your dream. You go there. Anything wants to stop you, you take that out. Any kinds of situation, because as soon as you go a bit and like, no, I can't. You come back, then you remain on that same position until you die. And only when you are 70 or 80, you will realize like, what have I done when I was 30 or 20, So when this is you and that's your dream, and you see the plan that you could actually get there, you just go.